Hi, I'm Greg Olwell, Senior Editor for Strings Magazine. This time we're going to take a look at something that's a little out of our usual review, and so instead of playing you a tune like we usually do, I'm going to try and show you how something works. If you've ever played a freshly made instrument, you've probably noticed that they can sound a little stiff and maybe a little harsh and two-dimensional until it's been played for a little while. It always seems like a new fiddle, or maybe one that hasn't been played in a while, sounds better after being played for a few days, or a few weeks, or a few months. Players usually describe this phenomenon as opening up or breaking in, and what it sounds like usually is a better instrument, deeper, richer, and sometimes louder. Some of this can probably be credited to you learning how to get the best sounds out of that instrument, and some of that credit can go to the instrument itself, sounding a little bit more alive as the wood adapts to its new life as an instrument. And that's where this comes in. Made in England by luthier David Andrews, the Acoustic Enhancer Mk2 is a device that fits in your violin, viola, cello, or bass and tries to help break in your new or unplayed instrument as quickly as possible by simulating the energy that a regular playing can do to an instrument. Like a few other similar products in the market, notably the Tone Right, the recently updated Acoustic Enhancer automates and tries to quicken the playing in process by using a shaker device that attaches to the instrument and plugs into the wall, simulating the energy that a musician puts into his or her instrument. While there are several shakers in the market, one place that the Acoustic Enhancer stands out is that instead of having to purchase different units for each instrument, the Acoustic Enhancer is available as a vibrating bass with different attachments for violin, viola, cello, and double bass. I have a violin here installed, and we also have a cello unit that was sent in as well. These attachments, which are hard rubber mutes glued to interchangeable basses, fit onto your instrument's bridge, so if you play multiple instruments or run a repair shop, for instance, you can have one unit with all the attachments you may need. Just as a normal practice mute would during a practice session, the mute bass and shaker unit fit securely on your instrument's bridge and stayed put for each of the 3-day break-in periods that we used. And here's what it sounds like. It's a bit of a hum, so you might want to find a room in your house that's quiet and out of the way, and you can just leave it on there and let it rest. Obviously you're not going to hold on to it, so find a nice, safe, and cushioned place to rest your violin and shaker unit. It's also useful for different size instruments, since a bass is going to need more energy to get moving than a high-strung violin. I tried the Acoustic Enhancer on several instruments and in a variety of conditions, including a few recent factory-made fiddles, some regularly played violins, and a pre-war German violin that's recently been put back into service after sitting unplayed in a closet for 50 years. I gave each of these violins the same treatment, at least 72 hours with the Acoustic Enhancer installed and running. After trying it on each of these instruments, we were able to draw a few subjective conclusions. So how do we describe what happened? Well, it wasn't a dramatic difference, but it wasn't really negligible either. Based on before and after listening tests and using the same musicians in the same room, the Acoustic Enhancer seemed to have a positive effect on both the fresh and unplayed instruments. For balance, we also tried it on a regularly played violin, and just as the maker Andrews claimed, it didn't really seem to have that much of an effect. The violins that responded sounded less stiff and less boxy than they did before the treatment. The resulting sound was mildly richer and more evenly balanced across the instrument. In short, they sounded like they'd lost some of the harshness that we associate with a new instrument, leaving us with violins that sounded a little more lively with some smoothed down rough spots. The Acoustic Enhancer is by no means a magic bullet solution for curing crummy tone, but if you're a player or a luthier looking to shorten the time of a new fiddle's break-in, it might just be your express line to a more animated sounding instrument. For Strings Magazine, I'm Greg Olwell. Thanks for watching.